Planet Watchers, welcome to Capricorn with Mary Jane and me. Hey, Mary Jane, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Capricorn.
You just got back from Italy.
I did, where it's very winter there too. We're having a real early winter here in Europe, and but if you can do that in Italy, it's better than a lot of other places.
This is Northern Italy, right?
Yeah, yeah, just around the Lac Maggiore, the Lago Maggiore, on the border with Switzerland. Actually, we nearly, well, yeah, we were very close in one of the villages we visited. So it's easy enough to get to. I have some friends there that I love to check in with, and we just have a good time. And
Oh, that is wonderful.
yeah,
And I, of course, am getting over a miserable, rotten cold, and just it's the very tail end. So anytime I need to cough, I'm just going to mute myself.
okay, just beat yourself up, and that's
There you go. Yeah.
it's well, yeah, we all did this in November, the cough and the flu and a whole bunch of things actually last month. So far so good anyway.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
Yeah.
But and also as we record this, which is December 12th, we're right in the thick of holiday season too.
Yes, yes, and we're all, overdoing, over partying, overeating, over drinking, and I really do think that this tends to wear down our immunity. You have to, rest up and take care of yourself, even when you're having a party. So, that's word for the wise.
So
Just yeah.
Capricorn, yes.
No, just to say that Neptune is, of course, very active in these things. Neptune is important,
Wait,
well, for our immune systems, first of all. Neptune is a planet that can dissolve, actually, our immune systems. It doesn't work well as far as especially bronchial problems, viral attacks, and so on. Neptune's very important in these questions of flu and grippe and all colds and all of this kind of thing. And these last years, Neptune has been in its home in Pisces, but this just doubles the message actually of being extremely susceptible to um, bugs.
did that have anything
So
to do with COVID, do you think?
oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. This whole thing was right in time, as far as the first, even the early COVID attacks, even perhaps more so than now. Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. This is right up Neptune's alley, and we'll kind of play hob with our immune systems. Also, yeah, especially has a lot to do with water as well. So if you're out, yeah, boating and kayaking and doing things on the water, swimming, um, yeah, you want to do your exercises, warm up, stay healthy while you're doing these things, especially water related sports, water related activities, including, including, I wanted to talk and I will right now, including rebuilding your bathrooms, rebuilding your swimming pools, renovating your plumbing in your house. Be careful through the winter, especially where you are, Chris, with pipes freezing over, things of this. This is just right up Neptune's alley too, and we're going to have periods where this kind of carrying on is going to be important. We'll
Good
talk about
to
this as we go.
know.
But yeah, all of this to say that it's Neptune territory these days, and we just have to take care of, especially of our own immune systems,
Hmm. Yes, always, always, always.
for sure, for
Right.
sure. Yeah, it's true. Maybe more so with this Neptune. Neptune is slowly but surely. Oh, it's got a couple of years more to do in at home in Pisces, but it's been just particularly visible and active during this passage in Pisces,
Yeah.
and yeah, just really
And
dangerous.
whatever's been going around here in the Midwest, it's been miserable.
Uh, yeah, yeah, and such a lot, people. I never have anything, but this last cold was wicked, and just felt completely emptied, of all energy. And that's what Neptune kind of does to us when it wants to.
Mm,
So
goodness,
it's going to be
goodness.
good for some other stuff.
Yeah, let's
Uh,
hear it.
oh yeah, let's go. I'll come back to Pluto because I've got some things. But yeah, Neptune is actually, especially the end of December now, from the 19th of the 30th of December. Neptune is making a lovely, lovely trine with Venus. This is excellent for artists, artistic ventures, uh, uh, exhibitions, people putting on shows. All artistic ventures are going to profit from this lovely, lovely trine with with Venus. Very, very nice. There's a lovely moon on top of this. The 23rd of December, the 28th of December. So all you artistic types out there are going to just turn on. Your houses are going to be so beautifully decorated for the holidays and all the rest. I hope you're all busy drawing your own Christmas cards or
Well,
whatever it takes. Just go crazy because
I think
you're
for the
really turned on.
I think for the very, very first time, I got my tree, my Christmas tree up like Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, wow.
Never has happened.
Okay, you're
Right.
ahead of the
So point
game.
taken.
That's excellent. That's excellent. This last until the 31st of December too, Pluto is helping out. This is one of the nice things that this Pluto is doing too. So it's going to be active in this Neptune, Venus, Pluto, lovely trine that's going on in the sky until, well, yeah, till the end of December. Lovely stuff. For the rest, and now I think it's time probably to talk about this Pluto, who's hovering at 29 degrees of Capricorn. He's just having a terrible time breaking out of Capricorn and getting involved in some new energy in Aquarius. This will happen, but he's going back and forth until October of 2024, and we've just got a lot of time. What's involved with this movement of Pluto? Now we've talked about Pluto in Capricorn for the last years, huh?
Mhm.
This last degree is nasty because it brings out the worst of these dictatorships, these heavy authority movements of authority, repression of peoples, and so on. So we're going to see until all through 24, we're going to see this attitude of just clawing at the last vestiges of power that these fellows, typically men, are trying to keep hold of. It's not working very well, but that just makes them more desperate. And so we're going to see more repressive actions, more uh, out of sight thinking on the part of these, especially dictator types in the world. And
Right.
God knows, there are lots of them.
There are lots of them. And we've got an election coming up in the United States, which could be the last election that we have.
Possibly. I wouldn't totally, well, I don't know. We've had these problems before in the last 250 years, but it's serious. Yeah, it's hard. It's
Yes.
just very hard. And yeah, this I for one would be very glad when Pluto finally gets into Aquarius and will start acting more positively as far as uh, collective ventures working for and in the name of new collective citizens activities, all kinds of things that are going to receive an injection of energy coming from this Pluto, but in such a different attitude from everything that Pluto's been trying to do in Capricorn.
Hmm.
So I'm rather looking forward to that, but we've got a lot of time to talk about it. The other thing I don't like about this 29 degrees in Capricorn is that it's a degree. Every degree of the zodiac has its own esoteric meaning. This one, where Pluto is sitting all this time, is a degree of philosophical thought, brings up wonderful ideas, but is very weak as far as activity, as far as action. So I'm looking now. I was gone all weekend, and I don't know what was happening in the COP28 meetings. You know, the head petrol organizations.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
All
yes.
the talk about getting out of petroleum, the petroleum hegemony was going on, but um, well, first of all, when the leader in Dubai was heading up this conference, I'm thinking, wait, there might be a serious conflict of interest here. And in fact, I don't think it's very promising for things that are going to be decided, and yet more promises that are going to be made by the people taking part in this activity. Excuse me.
Goodness, you've got it too, Mary Jane.
It's really a vestige. My throat's still scratchy. Everything else is okay, but every now and then this cough comes up. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm kind of glad to be, 6,000 kilometers away from you at present. And
You should be very thankful to be 6,000 kilometers away from us because everybody's sick that I know.
okay. I hope this doesn't go through cyberspace, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can catch it visually.
Yeah, right. You see this halo of germs around me. So, uh, so I don't know. This Pluto is just having a terrible time breaking out of this incredible power struggle that's going on worldwide, and is keeping some sort of evil people in place, and that I think is going to be difficult to really get over until the end of next year. So we'll hash this out the best we can, huh? Anyway, meanwhile, do your artistic things, do your this is good too. I mean, I've had a thought. If any of you people out there like to play the lottery or do casinos or things like that at the end of the year, the period from the 25th to the 31st of December is excellent.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sure a lot of people will be hitting up.
I'm sure, and this is especially good for water signs and earth signs. So yeah, I don't even want to cut if you're winning, but I'm suggesting that if this is your thing, this is not a bad time to be looking at your scratch pads and your numbers and bingo cards and things like that.
Ah, wonderful.
Anyway, y'all have a good time. And as I said, the moon is helpful the 23rd and the 28th of December. So
Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful.
now Neptune, while we're talking about Neptune, is getting a lot of flack from Mars at the same time.
Mm,
From the 19th of December till the 5th of January. Now, what happens? Mars that comes hitting on with a square on Neptune creates for us situations that are just physically, I want to say slippery. This is a time when you have a collision on your car go sliding all over the ice. You have to be really careful driving through here in any case. Where you're putting your feet, when you're skating, when you're skiing, when you're walking on the sidewalk. It's just that kind of accident prone with Mars, stupid accident with Neptune.
mm,
Uh, so, you're out driving in the fog or in very questionable situations.
mm.
You just have to be really careful through this time. And there are some nasty dates on account of the moon, the 18th and 19th of December, the 24th of December too, and the 2nd, 3rd of January. So y'all just be real careful in your driving, in your traveling situations.
Okay. Good to know.
And the other square that's going on is a little bit more difficult. Oh, it's a little more subtle. Neptune is making a T-square with Vesta and with Juno. Now, what's involved? These are both little asteroids that talk a lot about homemaking, about home relationships, making partnerships, and so on. But especially establishing a new home looks extremely difficult to do this month.
Okay. Okay. So what can we expect with that?
Well, it's a time when you're out shopping for a new home, for instance. Or let's say, and just everything looks bad, everything is bad. You want to look over any prospects just very, very carefully, and especially with plumbing in mind. But also, kitchen repairs, hearth and home, that kind of thing. Make sure the chimney is working. Make sure everything is working, because we can easily fool yourself with Neptune that creates illusion. It creates situations that are extremely difficult to detect, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
and about which people can tell you all kinds of lies. So you want to be very careful if you've already chosen your thing. I can well expect that on the money end, things will be difficult to arrange. You have real trouble making the deal you want to make. So as far as even buying and selling,
Okay.
it's difficult to do proper business at this period. Gets better in the spring. April, May look a lot better with this. But yeah, so you just want to be very careful about if you're out shopping for a new home or establishing a new home. That is to say, in marriage arrangements, in contracts, in buying and selling apartments and things like that, real estate as well. It's just a rugged period, and you have to be very careful where you're putting your energies at this time.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
We'll talk about this again with the Mercury retrograde. Oh, I expect we can talk about it right now because it's kind of messy.
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah, well, it's always a good question. Especially next year, we're going to have 4 retrograde periods, so we'll have time to work on this. Now, this period of Capricorn is marked from the 13th of December right away until the
Yeah.
2nd of January. Uh, it's an OMG retrograde as close as I can tell. You just because
Yeah.
at the same time, from the 23rd December until the 14th of January, this Mercury is square to Neptune. Same problems about slipping and sliding and saying silly things and hearing lies and not please don't sign anything important during this period because you've not got all the information you need to get involved with any kind of contract. Uh, that's important, first of all. And then from the 24th December until the 3rd of January, Mars is adding its 2 bits that we just talked about, in fact. So what we've got is an extremely difficult time to be driving, traveling, skiing, putting things in the mail,
Oh.
talking. Just I would say offhand, don't believe anything you hear. You know,
Oh,
you don't want to get engaged on the 31st of December. This is just a very bad idea.
oh my gosh.
So it's just the time of lie low, keep out of trouble, and try to hear and speak a minimum of lies. That's all. That's all you can decently do. Be really careful about, again, where you're placing your energy and your trust
Oh,
and your signature.
well, I mean, it's the holiday season. People are going to be traveling. People are going to be getting together.
That's it.
All
We're
of this
going to
stuff.
have such
Shipping
terrible
gifts.
delays. Yeah, we're gonna have
Ah,
such terrible delays, with planes and trains and buses and stuff. It's a mess. Well, that's probably not even the worst news, but I just want everybody to be really careful physically, just getting around and handling arguments, handling people as well.
Oh, fun, fun, fun.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just something we have to be really careful about, especially during the holidays when you got your mind off doing other stuff and you don't really want to worry about a lot of details, but do just do.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, good to know, good to know. I mean, that's why we do this, so we know what's coming.
That way you kind of know what to look for and how we can possibly just, take your pill and get on with it and be as calm as possible through difficult times. That's what the name of that is. Now, our friend, the good news is that this period of December, of course, January, is governed by Saturn, right? Our friend Saturn. Well, he's not always a friend, but he's really behaving admirably through this period of Capricorn. So he is there to help. He is there. First of all, he's in a lovely sextile with Jupiter that's in Taurus from the 15th of December clear through the end of March, even into April a bit. During which time Jupiter will be going direct in the 1st of January already. So this is so excellent for constructing our dreams. That's what's involved with the Neptune Taurus, Pisces Taurus connection, Jupiter Saturn connection is about constructing our dreams. So this is a time when you're sitting drawing the house of your dreams. Get ready for next year. Get ready, get it on paper, and line up your architects, line up your professionals, and get them working on what could easily be the house of your dreams for all time. This is working on a physical level. Wonderful time to be getting over that chemotherapy, doing your physical therapy, starting out a new gym project, whatever you're doing physically, morally, philosophically, artistically. It's just a wonderful time to be building ourselves. That's really what's happening here.
Well, I've always thought that the retrogrades were for that anyway.
Yes, rather.
It's the
It can
universe's
certainly
way.
be used.
Yeah, it's the universe's way of saying, okay, y'all need to slow down, take care of some stuff, and then get back to business.
Quite right. Quite right. That's exactly it. And we're going to get a lot of help. The sun is being very helpful through this period of January, especially the 23rd to the 30th of December. We've got a full moon on the 26th of December. This is always kind of nice to get things clicking. The moon is otherwise helpful on the 31st of December, the 6th of January, 9th of January, 14th, and the 18th of January. So we've got some awfully good times to be driving nails. It's time to put the pieces together and get things shaping up the way we want. Excellent time, I think, to put things on paper, start making projects. Now, there's one slight, very short setback as the sun is making a semi-square to this same Saturn. That's the 8th of 9th of January. And this is a sort of a bothersome time where you feel some blockages. People aren't listening to your projects. Your architect is off on the Nile or somewhere, and he's not handy where you want him to be to be talking about your wonderful ideas. So there's something of a setback. Everybody's not totally fantastically interested in your problems. But apart from that, it's really from again this Saturn Jupiter hookup. It's a wonderful month for projecting, getting ahead. The other nice thing is that with now the movement of the sun and rapid planets through Capricorn, we've got all the slow planets that were up there in the sky in the spring and summer months. they're going to be going direct now. So it's as though all of nature is turning on. Finally, we're getting our feet out of the mud, and the movement is let's get it on, you know. So this is going to be wonderful, especially through the first couple of months here in this new year. Very, very nice.
Good, 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 good.
One other movement that's, I like Venus. Venus is my friend. Venus is all of our friends, actually, but she's acting kind of silly these days. First of all, the 29th of December, she's entering into Sagittarius. Now, this Venus is very curious. She's a very adventuresome. She has a lot of foreign interests. She's wanting to go traveling. She's wanting new adventures, new people in her life. This can be very exciting on a lot of levels. The only difficult part with all of this is the square that Venus will be making from the 15th to the 25th of January.
Mhm.
Now, Venus, as it comes square to Neptune, sort of loses control of her good sense. She doesn't already have a lot. But when she's in a square to Neptune, it's as though she's saying, "Oh, sparkle, sparkle." Everything is possible. I so want to love everybody and have everybody love me. And it's just hard to see reality in one's relationships, first of all. Yeah, we have to really keep our feet on the ground through, as the moon is not helping on the 15th or on the 22nd of January. So look carefully at realism in your relationships. This is also true in buying and selling on the stock market. Any money exchanges are going to see some very strange aberrations through especially the mid part of January. So again, careful in your money dealings, careful in your investments, careful in if you have important things to be buying or selling. You have to be very careful in these movements.
Well, always, we should be cautious anyway.
For sure, for sure. This Venus in Sagittarius sort of likes to go out on a limb and will be taking unnecessary chances. That's
Yes.
some exciting things, especially foreign interests. This will take you into investing in I don't know, uranium mines in the Congo or things like this that are out of our typical daily sphere of interest.
Interesting.
So yeah, fine, good. There are definitely fortunes to be had, but not for everyone. And we just have to be really careful of what the situation is, how honest people are being with us also.
Mhm.
And yeah, and just backing up anything we're getting involved in. It's true with people, it's true with money as well.
Good to know. Good to know. Yes.
So
Well,
those are some of the important things I had to talk about this month. I think that should get us ready to have good holidays, safe holidays, please.
yes, absolutely. Safe holidays. If you're traveling, make sure and double check everything. Make sure you get your tickets. Just the other night, my friends and I went to a show. We went to a concert, and my best friend thought she had gotten tickets, and she checked her phone, and turns out she had not completed the purchase. So let that be a lesson to all of us. Make sure that you
Right.
got these things in hand. And it wasn't even a Mercury retrograde, right?
Not even.
Not even, but those type of things happen more so in retrograde periods. So make sure
Sure.
that everything is, get your packages in, which I've got a package I need to send. So get your packages in the mail sooner rather than later yeah, sooner rather than later. Leave plenty.
Sooner, yes, definitely like tomorrow.
Right, 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 right. Like today when you're listening to this. So
Yeah, right, exactly.
as soon as possible. But I mean, these are all things that we can do for self-care during a retrograde, right?
Definitely,
You can't
definitely.
help the
And
snafus. They're
We
going to happen.
shan't be afraid.
Yeah, we shan't be afraid. You can't stop the delays, but you can plan around them. So,
Exactly, exactly. And just double check anything you can, double check, and just be careful in your own mind where you're putting your feet, where you're putting your car, where you're, you know, how far you're driving, how fast you're driving,
yeah,
and look out for the other guy. And
right.
that's about all we can do.
100%. So we will come together again in Aquarius.
Yes, and that should be exciting.
Oh, I'm ready for that.
Yeah, we can handle excitement, huh?
We can handle excitement. So happy holidays to you.
Thank you to all of you. Be safe, be happy, and enjoy each other.
Yes, and to all a good night.
And to all a good night.